Hey everyone and welcome back. If you are new here then hello, my name is Zoe and this is my YouTube channel. Today we're doing a clean girl makeup tutorial. This is my favourite type of makeup and I want to do an autumn edition clean girl makeup because we are definitely in autumn now, so I want to put an autumn twist on it, but I want to keep it really simple and a really easy makeup. This is like my kind of everyday makeup, sometimes even going out makeup if I can't be bothered to do it. So I'm going to keep it really simple and easy. I've only got like a handful of products to use and I'll leave everything that I have used linked in the description. So let's just get straight into it. So all I've done already is my soap brows. I've got a full tutorial of my brow routine, I'll leave it in the description. And I have already got a little bit of moisturiser on as well. So for foundation, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation. So I usually tan, but I've got no tan on at the moment. So I'm using shade 150. I think this should be fine. I used it the other day and it did suit me okay. I'm going to start by applying it with the Fenty Beauty foundation brush. This is the 115 because I find that I can get a nice sort of thin layer with this, and then I can add a little bit of extra coverage where I need it with my beauty sponge. This brush is amazing. Usually I don't like applying foundation with a brush, but since having this I've been using it all the time. So that is just like a really thin sheer layer. I'm just going to use one more pump just with my beauty sponge and I'm just going to add extra coverage where I need it rather than applying like loads of foundation, especially for a makeup look like this. It's mainly sort of in the centre and like around my nose that I need more coverage. Concealer, I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the shade Fairlight Neutral. I'm hoping this will be light enough as well. I'm not going for like a super highlighted under eye. I just mainly want everything to kind of be cancelled out, like my dark under eyes. I think when I'm more fair and I haven't tanned, my under eyes look more dark. So I don't want to brighten them up too much. I just want to kind of even everything out a little bit. So we'll see how we got on with this. I think this shade should be fine. And then I'm not going to use any eyeshadow primer today, so I'm just going to take any excess just over my eyelid just to kind of even everything out. I'm not going to be doing a lot with eyes today, so we won't need too much primer down. Okay, I already feel a little bit more awake now. I'm going to use a little bit of a cream contour. I'm not sure if Morphe do these anymore, but this is the Effects shade 13. It's a Dimension Effect contour stick, but I really like these. This one's a bit more lighter, it's slightly more cool toned, which works for me better when I am a little bit more fair because I can't go too over the top with bronzer or anything, which is usually what I like to do. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this just to add in a little bit more dimension around my face, but every time I try to find these I can't find them. And I've been applying my contour just a little bit higher on my cheeks rather than like in the hollow, and I always find like liquids and creams on top of the Pro Filter, even though it is a bit more matte, everything always blends really nice over the top. And then I'm going to take the sponge which I've just applied the foundation and then just pat over that just so it's not too harsh. Okay, we're going to set with a bit of Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm not going to use a lot of this at all because the foundation is a bit more matte. So I'm just going to use my viewfinder to apply it, mainly just my under eyes, just so my concealer doesn't crease. And I just really push it in. My sponge is quite damp as well, so it shouldn't apply like too much. Okay, bronzer. I decided on the Urban Decay Beach bronzer because it's quite a neutral colour really. It's not like too bronzy or too orangey or too red. It's like that nice sort of like a neutral shade. So I'm just gonna, little bits at a time. We'll go steady. I'm not gonna apply much at all. Just a little bit on my cheeks. And then just to add a little bit of colour into the cheeks, I'm using this Everlasting Blush from KVD Beauty, and this is in the shade Poppy. This is such a pretty shade. I'm applying a really small amount because these are so pigmented. And I like to just smile, pop it on the top of the cheeks. For eyes, we're going to keep it really, really simple. I've got this palette from Ciate London. I think this is just the Trent palette in the shade Chocolate. It's got some amazing autumn shades in. It's perfect for this makeup. I'm going to start with this one in the very bottom corner. This, I'll need a brush first. I thought I was organised for this video, but obviously not. So that one in the corner, I'm literally going to take all over the lid and then just into the crease. Not a lot of it, just like a sheer wash. Just use your bronzer for this as well if you wanted to. And then I always like to flick out my eyeshadows and wing them out a little bit. And then just as a little bit of an extra, I'm going to use this deepest one in the bottom corner, just on a little angled brush, and I'm just going to create the tiniest little wing just on the very outer corners of my eye. I'm not going to carry on the line over it or anything, I'm just going to join it just on the outer corner of my eye. If you are more of like a beginner with eyeliner and you do like a wing, practice first with an eyeshadow before you move on to like liquids and gels, because they do look really effective still. You can still like get a really nice structured wing without having to use like a gel or a liquid. Sometimes they can be a little bit messy as well, and then if you get it wrong you feel like you've got to do your whole makeup again. Okay, next I'm going to curl my lashes with an eyelash curler. I finally got another one. I do really like to curl my lashes, and I do think it makes a massive difference, especially if I'm not wearing any false eyelashes and I'm just going to wear my natural ones. I always think a good curl makes a huge difference. Then for mascara, I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is just a travel sized one, but this is my favourite mascara if I'm not wearing false lashes, because one, it doesn't irritate my eyes. Two, I don't find it like too thick and clumpy, but it does make my eyelashes really stand out and look super long. Look at them. I'm going to do a little bit of highlighter. I'm just going to go in with this eyeshadow palette again and just use that top one in the corner, just with my finger, just on the very high points, only because this foundation is a bit more matte and I'm used to being just a little bit more glowy. To be honest, I don't really wear like highlighter that much anymore. Is it going out of fashion a little bit? Let me know in the comments whether you wear highlighter. I've noticed with my clients as well, not many people wear highlighter anymore. So for lips, I'm going to use the Morphe Bite Me lip liner. I'm going to overline them a little bit. This is quite a deep brown. I think for a clean girl makeup, you would maybe stick to more of like a neutral lip and like more of a natural lip. But because we are in the autumn, this is the autumn edition, we're going to do more of a bolder lip. And over the top, I'm going to use this gloss. This is from Maybelline. It's the Lifter Gloss in the shade Stone. So that is the autumn edition of the Clean Girl makeup. I absolutely love this kind of makeup. I like that it's effective, but it's just really easy to do and so simple, and you don't have to have a lot of products either to do it. But that is the finished look. Let me know what you want to see next on my channel. Let me know if you like this makeup look. Give it a thumbs up if you did like it as well. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next week in my next one. Bye!